Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Annisya Binti Ahmad Tamizi, and today our group would like to present about Fiori Malaysia Sdn.Bhd. The organization of Fiori Malaysia Sdn.Bhd was founded in the year of 1981 and has since evolved into one of Malaysia's biggest furniture exporters and distributors. This organization is known to be a manufacturer of sofa which is focused and specialized only in a high quality leather sofa with a unique design to attract the customers in the local market. The founder of Fiori organization has established a manufacturing facility in China which is known as Fiori or Dongguan Furniture Manufacturer Co. Ltd. And has been in Wanjiang Town, Guangdong Province. It also has expanded internationally to other countries such as Canada, United Kingdom, and Brunei. The purpose of this proposal is to develop an efficient preservation program of the digital archives for Fiori Malaysia organization. There are various types of records in the form of printed and non-printed materials or records that have been created by the organizations that needs to be preserved digitally for a long period of time. The records are the accounting records, correspondence records, personal records, and also miscellaneous records.
Hi, I am Zahratul Daud, and here are the objectives of our proposal. In this proposal, we managed to attach the objective of this project on applying digital preservation and making our organization become more digital than before. We have decided on what exactly we want in this organization to look like. Therefore, we can draw a roadmap and setting up these objectives. The first objective of our proposal is to collect, organize, preserve the digital materials and disseminate at the point of care for future use. Also, to make sure that every material can be appropriately kept in repository despite its format. Then, to develop and conduct tutorials for the users and employees to enable them to effectively utilize the facilities and resources made available by our organization. Then, to make our archive more modern and more futuristic. As for the last objective is to act as a gateway to digital and electronic information.
There are various challenges and issues that needs to be faced by this organization regarding the digital preservation towards their records and documents. Firstly, the issues that they need to face is the lack of legislation, policy, and strategy of digital archives preservation. This is because it is crucial to emphasize the legislation, policy, and strategy in the digital archives preservation in order to avoid further problems that could bring a huge impact to the organization and the records itself in the future. The next issue to be discussed is the lack of skilled and well-trained employees in managing digital archives preservation. The records in digital archives need to be managed by a professional trained employees in order to avoid the fact that a poor records management by the staff in digital archives could result in inefficiency and the loss of the valuable records that are very important to the organization. The last problem to be faced by the organization are the lack of suitable and appropriate equipment to preserve the digital archives. It is important for the organization to provide complete equipment for digital preservation activities to the archival materials such as the records or documents. This is because lack of equipment in conducting records management process in the archives could lead to the damage of the materials. Thus, the loss of the records would affect the organization and archives' reputation. Also, their management could be damaged.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Binti Rosman, and I will explain about the solution for the previously problem stated by my friend. First of all, we must provide clarity to the employees about the work scope and to implement the best policy and procedures for the preservation program. This can result to an effective outcome for the program and to provide guidance in a consistent manner. We suggest that the top management also can run a survey and meeting for the staff to communicate about the preservation program policy and legislation, so we can get good feedbacks, provide transparency to all the staff, recognize their staff strength and weakness, and brainstorming ideas to get the best approach in the preservation program. The second solution is to recruit professionals in running digital preservation and provide training and consultation to the existing staff. This can help us reduce time for running and preservation program, and by providing training for the existing staff also can help them to increase their skills and ability to manage the job properly. Lastly is to make available and invest in good equipment for the preservation program. To be more precise, investing in new equipment also enables our employees to work faster, reduce the number of manual labor and repetitive operation, and help to boost efficiency and overall productivity.
Next is the Preservation Program for Digital Archive. The purpose of the preservation program is to preserve the records and fragile collections as well as collections that have a risk of format obsolescence. Next, it is also to improve access to the organization's records. In other form, it also means to convert data to digital form so that it can be processed directly by a computer or transfer data from analog to digital using software that involves scanning work and links of the records to be accessed online. Not only that, it is also to make the records available in an online environment for easy use by different communities such as users of social networks and other new technologies. Other than that, it is also to preserve physicality of organizations' documents from the risk of mismanagement damage by providing it in digital form. Once these materials are available in digital form, it will be easier for these materials to be reused and commercialized.
Hi, my name is Zahratul Binti Daud, and I'm going to explain to you about the advantages of digital preservation in digital archive. Nowadays, any archive association or any other information center like libraries, museums, including any organization that create records digitally must including the digital preservation method into the archiving record system in keeping all vital records and lowering the risk of missing records. Digital preservation consists of the processes that aim to ensuring the continued accessibility of digital materials. To make sure that digital preservation was performed in this organization we propose, it involved finding ways to represent what was originally presented to users by a combination of software and hardware tools acting on data. In addition, digital preservation surely can benefit the digital archive, including our organization, because in this digital age, preserving information, entertainment, and other materials involve not only backing up desired content, but also caring for and maintaining the storage media upon which the data is stored. Also, digital preservation is essential to modern history, not at least because many information is not stored in any type of hard copy. Regarding this proposal which we have prepared, we want to make sure that digital preservation surely consists of many advantages towards our organization. So, in this slide, we have pointed out a few advantages of digital preservation in the digital archive. As you can see here, we could have no chance of losing data. We can have complete data security. We also can have an eco-friendly process because no papers will be wasted during the digital preservation process. Also, we could have a second chance to retrieve data if any data have gone missing or loose. As for the last one, if we could have a faster way to access to data in our record storage.
As you can see here, these are the investment for the equipments required for the preservation program of Digital Archive. We propose a 2-unit desktop monitor, 2-unit CPU, a pair of mouse and keyboard, a scanner to scan records and document for digitalization, an external hard drive for storage, 3 units of office table and 2 office chairs for the staff. The total price for the equipment are RM11,008.30, while for the staff salary per year is equal to RM200,952. That includes 2 electronic record archivists and 2 general staff. Next is staff training and consultation for 12 months with the total price of RM3,600. After that is the monthly maintenance which costs RM4,200 annually. Lastly is the total budget for the preservation program, which is RM228,760.30. The company just needs to make huge investment on the equipment and the training and consultation for staff for the beginning of the digital preservation program. But for the staff salary and maintenance, it will continue normally for the following year to come.
In conclusion, This proposal plan in setting up an efficient preservation program of digital archives in this Fiori Malaysia Sdn.Bhd organization have many advantages rather than disadvantages. The aims of this preservation program is to conserve the printed materials as well as the records that in danger of format obsolescence, as well as to improve access to their content through the supply of digital replacement resources. Because this company have lots of physical important documents, hence it is very necessary to apply this plan in the organization for easy access in the future.